Ate Les and Ravi, I am extremely delighted to be present on your wedding day. To those who are not aware, it was a struggle for me to come to the Philippines. I had 2 canceled international flights, 3 negative PCR swabs before coming here to Tacloban. And I had to and have to quarantine for a total of 24 days. Initially, I had doubts about coming home due to this pandemic. To be honest, the process of coming to Tacloban and going back to the UK is really difficult. I had tons of struggles before being able to stand here in front of you. 13 days before my departure date, my flight was canceled, and everything was showing no availability. I thought that I could not come today. Ate and I had sleepless nights due to the struggle of cancellations. Every month, there were different rules of quarantine, and there's nothing that we could just be sure of. Until Ate told me na diri hiya magbibiling hin iba na maid of honor, in kaso diri ako makauli, because no one will ever be able to replace my role. Ate, I just want you to know that I am glad that I made the right decision of coming here today, despite all the struggles. I am happy to see you in that beautiful white wedding dress. You look very stunning tonight. I am delighted that I was able to see you and Ravi walk along the aisle, and I am happy to witness your vows to each other. Ate and I are very close to each other. I'd always look up to her when I was young. I like her fashion sense, and sometimes we tend to swap clothes or steal each other's clothes and shoes when we were younger. Back then, we had an intense love or hate relationship. We used to fight with simple things like hinuit magtutuon, hinuit manuhugas kun waray kabulig, kun parong itsuga or nakaon itsuga pag makaturog, because she hates it when the lights are on, because she always had trouble sleeping. May adto time nga nagmumulay kita te. Tapos accidentally, naduso mo ako han corner han table. I was bleeding. I still have the scar right here. I was bleeding, and an imo una nga ginbuhat, ginhugasan mo an akon sa madhaagtang thoroughly with the holy water. Then, an imo una nga ginyakan haakon, Lem, sorry na, ayaw pagsumot kan mama ha. Nakakatmiss ang times nga our problems were very simple. Namumroblema kita kay dire kita gimpapagawas ni mama. My father back then used to work abroad, so sanglit hi mama itpermiada balay. Since diri kami gimpapagawas ni mama, namumroblema kami ni ate kay waray nakaputhan usang at side han Chinese garter. Naalala ko ate, mahilig ka sumaka. Tapos gindadara mo ako, masaka kahapuno. Masaka ka mga pader, ato pa naton balay. Tapos igi-encourage mo ako sumakagihap. Tapos kahuman sumaka, malukso kaluwat. Takay, I was afraid. Mayakan ka akon, diri man makaradluklem. That was how you encouraged me from a very young age. You taught me not to be afraid. I would say that our childhood days were incomparable and the best days of my life. It would have been very boring without you, ate, in my life. You were my walking life manual. When you do something right, I always follow you. Whenever you do something wrong, you always give me your piece of advice. and I always make sure to do it right. When you enrolled nursing, I enrolled nursing too. Han kumadto ka Manila para mag-work as a call center agent, kumadto gyap ako, and I did the same. When you decided to work as a policewoman, I also wanted to, and I actually applied. I was subconsciously idolizing you. However, my height did not qualify. So I pursued my career as a nurse and worked in the United Kingdom. You made your in the United Kingdom, you made your identity too, Ate, and now you are a lawyer. I am proud of you, Ate, for not being tired of continuous learning and for achieving all the things that you have achieved now. As we grow up, I realized that our bond is like no other. I realized that and whatever happens, you always have my back, and I'll always have yours. Ate, thank you for being my playmate, my best friend, my tagapagtanggol, for always reminding me to pray to God, for always teaching me to save money, for being there for me not only on my happy days, but during my heartbreaks and my worst times. Also, for being the symbol of strength in our family, for being a responsible sister and a daughter, that it removes the pressure on me. I am sure that Mama, Papa, Hazel, and Nikki will miss you at home the moment you pack your things and step out of the house and build your own home. But I am very confident with you and Ravi. I am sure that you would also build a safe and nurturing home. Many of you might be wondering how Ate and Ravi's love story started. A cousin of Ravi, who is a friend of Ate, tagged her in a photo. Ravi was attracted and was waiting for the perfect opportunity for him to meet my sister. At that time, my sister was in doubt to enter into a new relationship because she was afraid to get hurt. I remember my sister told me through our routine video call that there's this guy from Lawaan who would like to meet her, yet she was still not ready and she was not sure of him. I told Ate, give him a chance. You never know until you meet him. Their first date happened in the church we were in earlier today, which was in Santo Niño Church on her 30th birthday. Months after, Ravi was introduced to the family, introduced to me virtually. She has this glow in her eyes, and I could tell that she is really happy with him. From that time on, I knew my sister is in love. Why did I say so? Well, usually, my sister is the tiger in the house. She is the batas at home, and no one will go against Attorney Lugasan. But ever since she met Ravi, she changed a lot. From being a tiger, siya ay naging maamong tupa sometimes. See how love changes a woman? I could not say more. She is really in love. Ravi, on the other hand, I was able to get to know him more when I and my two younger sisters were planning for my sister's surprise bridal shower. Ravi is the type of guy who is very approachable, responsible, family-orientated, is always willing to extend help, and who does and will do everything for my sister. Ravi, you've set the standards high. I am so happy about your existence, and I am so glad that you have been persistent in pursuing my sister since day one. I would like to welcome you to our family. My parents did not have the opportunity to have a son. Me and my sisters did not have the opportunity to have a brother. And I am just so glad and so excited that from now on, you will officially be our brother. And your family will officially be our family. When I was in my hotel quarantine, I was preparing for this maid of honor speech. Ashahilaba, because it was 10 days. I asked Ravi, how did you know that Ate is the one? Ravi said from the moment they met the first time at Santo Niño Church, he was very delighted, and at the moment, he had the feeling that she is the one. And the more they get to know each other, the more he prayed and said, Lord, hiya nagad unta. Ravi said that aside from she is very beautiful, she is also family orientated, trustworthy, and a very responsible woman. I asked Ate as well, Ate, how did you know that Ravi is the one? Ate said, Ravi is different among all the guys I dated. As I get to know him, I realized that he has all the personality and attitude that I am looking for in a guy. The time that we met, I've always been praying the prayer for a good husband. And she said, quote unquote, Daddy God, tagi ako sign, nga diri hiravi it para haakon. But, in contrary, God was sending me signs that Ravi is the one. The common denominator of this love story is the fact that both of you were praying for each other. I am amazed of how God led you both to each other. My message to you, Ate Leslie and Ravi, is that I hope you will both understand each other. Married life is not easy, as they say. There will be times that there will be misunderstandings along the way, as every couple does. But please don't get tired of each other. Or if things are getting difficult, remind yourself of this day. The vows you promised to each other, the promise of being together for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health. And always remember that I will always be here for you, and we will always be here for you. So I would like to take this opportunity for everyone to please stand up. Please join me in raising a glass to the beautiful couple, to Mr. and Mrs. Enciso, and a lifetime together forever. Cheers!
Cheers, everyone! Cheers! Cheers!